This is Uhtred Ronaldson, and this is vlog number 33, Conflict of Nations World War III, day 42, and I'm playing as Afghanistan. So on this vlog, well, I'm gonna do a little twist in this vlog as aside from discussing some of the updates for day 42, I will also share some insights and feedback about life experience and how to deal with them based on my perspective. So that's what we're gonna do today. But let's start this vlog off by showing you the the current status of the game. So at this point, um, basically this game is already a win for our coalition. So let me show you the scoreboard. So I'm playing as Afghanistan. This is day 42. And if you will check the coalition, there's only um, 4 coalitions left. But all of these are actually um, the only remaining powerful coalition is NATO, and all of these are already dead coalitions. Let's start with the United States and Australian coalition. So this is the U.S. and as you can see, I already have conquered most of the United States. Though he's trying to make a comeback here as he recaptured Washington D.C. and New York, and have tried to march. He divided his forces into two and have tried to march towards St. Louis, which is my main base of operation. Um, there's an army that actually reached St. Louis earlier this day, at the early part of the day, and I was able to destroy it because I have a garrison here of 2 National Guards. No, it was one motorized infantry and 1 National Guard. So this one army right here was my garrison in St. Louis when that army arrived. That army is composed of 2 motorized infantries and 1 main battle tank, and I was able to defeat them with, of course, the help of my Air Force. But it was a close fight because that U.S. stack actually reached St. Louis. I was just able to hold using my infantries as garrison, and while my planes are bombing them. So he stands no chance. And then I also destroyed the army that recaptured Florida. So that's the status of the United States. He won't be able to do a comeback here. He's not capable to do that. He won't be capable to do that. Look at that, Washington D.C. and this probably has 1 army. And then I'm sending another task force. I'm gonna take on that carrier group. I have another task force that I sent. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna wipe it off. Okay, so all right, and then reconquering or conquering South America. So that's now, and then also Australia. Australia is just a few more provinces left right here in the southeastern part of Australia. Okay. Now, okay. We have a new ally here, which is Cameroon. And Cameroon, I just recently asked him to join the coalition. His points is 1,440, while I am at 1,492. he won't join us, he could win alone. So that's what he is trying to do right now. He's trying to get as much points as he can. Um, I don't think he will betray me. He will betray us at this point. But you know, um, nowadays it's really difficult to trust anyone around you. So you really can't be sure of someone's loyalty. You need to actually earn them. You need to give them something so you can earn their loyalty. That is, I think, something that is missing. Anyway, um, if he leaves NATO, then he might actually win solo. So I have to race against time. I need to get this 5,920 points even by myself, but in good faith, because if Cameroon betrays me, then we're gonna go into war, and that's gonna take a long time for us to reach the desired um, victory points to win the game. But that's what the game makes it. That's when the game becomes interesting in events like those. Because if Cameroon will betray us and we're gonna go for a solo win, then it's gonna be challenging for him. That's also gonna be a challenge for me. But we already know our forces. He has lots of planes. I think he can put my planes down. But I do have lots of SAM launchers as well, so I can protect myself from missiles. I can protect myself from aircraft. So I think I will be safe. So, yep. So here's what I want to talk about right now: um, how to protect yourself from backstabbers and traitors. You know, because sometimes those type of people can go undetected. You won't be able to know that they're just around you. At one point, you know, you'll be good, and then with just a few minor setbacks, you will find out that they can't be loyal or they can't be trusted. So a lot of people they're like that. So once they've broken your trust, you cannot give it back to them again. So okay, so there. Um, it's not that you're being paranoid about other people. It's just that it's human nature. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Especially especially if it involves something that you have personal interest with. Yeah, of course, definitely, people will make decisions like those. But the thing is, you cannot let those people put you down. You cannot let those people pull you down, right? So you've already determined who they are. So, and that's actually the first step in countering this kind of people. So the first thing you need to do is to isolate them, to determine who they are. That's important. Knowing who these people are, at least you will know how to isolate them. You will know how to you will know how to deal with these people, okay? You will be able to also know who your allies are, and you can depend on them at this point. So yeah, know your allies, work with your allies, isolate your um, potential enemies, isolate your known enemies. That is right after you have identified those people. So yeah, again, the first step is to identify them. Identify who those people are, who those people that you cannot trust. Okay, once they are identified, you lock it. That's, um, I mean, that's your target. That person is your target. That's your enemy, and that's what you will work hard because of that enemy. So you must have someone like an opposite so that you will know how to, to push yourself. So now you have to determine who that person is. So, okay. So no, now once you know who that person is, then you isolate the person. So yeah, work with your allies. Um, that's the best thing that you can do to work closely with your allies. And then also, um, isolate your enemies. And of course, you also have potential enemies, and those are the allies of your enemies. So you have to either, you know, um, declare war on them also, or win them back. You cannot fight too many enemies at a time. You have to isolate each enemies and defeat them one by one. Okay, make them feel that they don't have allies, right? So you have to isolate them. You have to find a way to get through it and isolate these people. So what you need to have here is patience. You need to have patience. You need to isolate these people, find out what they are talking about, find out what they are plotting, and you know, make your first move if you have to. But of course, it should be calculated. At least you know what your enemies are doing. That's good. But again, the goal is to isolate them. To if they are forming a strong alliance, then you have to sow um, dissent, right? You have to um, uh, you have to plant some um, doubt, deception. So that's important in this kind of game. You need to know those type of people, those people who uses uh, deception. So anyway, there you have to infiltrate the enemy and sow dissension or doubts. Anyway, so and then one by one you take them out. You isolate each enemy first, and then one by one you take them out. Just like in this game, what we did is we eliminated each individual who has no allies, and we incorporate them. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take each and every. I'm gonna work on each and every one until I can make sure that they are mine. That's what I'm gonna do. And the first, it has to be one person at a time, one person at a time, until such time that you get that person bonded to you, working with you. Okay, so just like here, we have Myanmar. I invested a lot for Myanmar, and right now, it was difficult. It was a difficult time because the United Kingdom was at war with the United States, and he was invaded by the United States. And I asked Myanmar to wait until such time that the UK have, falls, and I took over lead, leadership of the NATO coalition because I have threatened France that I will leave. So he gave me the leadership of the coalition, and then he left himself. That's the reason why he's conquered also by Cameroon. So right now, coalition members will be Japan, Poland, Cameroon, Afghanistan, and Myanmar. And we are NATO now. Anyway, yeah, I committed myself with Myanmar because he was a good ally. And so I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave, and I'm not gonna betray my coalition because I have allies here who have stood with me, and that's what we're gonna do. We will stand by our allies. We're not gonna leave them. We're not gonna betray them. We will stand by them. So we will gonna pull them one nation, one person at a time, and then until such time that they are back in my control, right? So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Work one person at a time. All right, so I guess that's it. Thank you, guys. Have a good night, and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.